What's up, Ragin Nation? How y'all doing? This is Alex, you watching the Ragin Nation show, Transformers 4 edition. This is just a web series where we talk about all things that matter to me for production of the 4th installment of the live-action Transformers film franchise, directed by Michael Bay. This is update number 52, and man, oh man, I'm still quite blown away by what actually happened in my previous update. Remember, I was talking about that triad extortionist that was trying to extort the production for 100,000 Hong Kong dollars? I'm just like, wow, that actually happened. Anyways, there's actually a website that actually explained the attacker side of the story, and it turns out that there were G1 fanboys that wanted to make a statement about how bad Michael Bay's films were and how they really hated his version of Transformers. And the funny thing is that the running joke was that these guys who attacked Michael Bay were actually Bay haters or G1 fanboys. And it's all on this website called Nuke the Fridge. Well, let me tell you something. That report is fake. A lot of people think that this report is real. It is not. It's fake. It's parody. It's satire. And this website, Nuke the Fridge, decided to just drop some humor on the situation. But I'm just here to let you guys know that don't believe anything that was there. Is just all in good fun. Anyways, Michael Bay decided to chime in on his report about what happened. And he was talking to TMZ in a short little interview. And it's a pretty interesting story. He was talking to TMZ from his website, no, not from his website, from his hotel rather, at the Four Seasons in Hong Kong, and he told a pretty interesting story. And I hope that Michael Bay includes an audio commentary on the DVD or Blu-ray, because I would really love to know about his experience in Hong Kong. Shooting in Hong Kong must have been really exciting for him, and there's still 2 weeks to go, and he did provide an audio commentary for Transformers Dark of the Moon, and I was quite disappointed about that. So hopefully he takes the time to make a audio commentary for the Blu-ray release, because I'm really curious about how shooting in Hong Kong and China would be like for his experience. Anyways, moving on, they started doing a lot of filming in various districts of Hong Kong. They're done shooting at Quarry Bay, and remember I said that Jack Rayner didn't show up for filming? Well, he's back. He is here, and he's here in Hong Kong, and apparently he will be doing some stunts, some physical stunts at the shooting, because he was doing some rooftop chasing. He was apparently a part of a rooftop chase, and that kind of explains why they were dropping dummies off from the top of the building all the way down to the bottom. Maybe during the foot chase, the guys who were chasing them fell down to the ground. So that's what's going on at the Quarry Bay shoot. Moving on, they were shooting at the Sam Soi Po district and also Central, and a lot was going on in Central. And Central is a very busy district of Hong Kong. Actually, in Hong Kong Island, it's a big district of commerce and shopping, and it's a place where you just don't stop traffic and people just because you're filming Transformers Age of Extinction. It doesn't matter how big your Hollywood production is, you don't stop people from commuting in that area just because there's just too many people in Hong Kong. So a lot of people have been taking out their camera phones, and because of that, we've been just bombarded with all kinds of videos, photos, Instagram video, Twitter video, and of course YouTube videos from all the people who have been watching the filming of Transformers Age of Extinction. And it's been really exciting. They've been showing off a lot of stuff that's been going on. And let me tell you something about the filming of Hong Kong. Just because they were doing the same sort of thing in Chicago doesn't mean that, you know, the people of Chicago were able to see a lot. Yes, they were able to see a lot, but they were watching from a closed set. They were watching from the sidelines where you just can't get through. In Hong Kong, it's a lot different. People just walk in the middle of the set, okay? Or at least along the side of the set. Sidewalks don't get closed, and because of that, you can catch all the Autobots in action and all the explosions that are going by from very close view. So that is actually very exciting for the people of Hong Kong. Man, oh man, I wish I was there. Anyways, what was filming at the Central District was the actors. A lot of the actors have been seen. You got Mark Wahlberg, Jack Rayner, Nicola Peltz, Stanley Tucci, Kelsey Grammer, Sophia Myles, Lee Bingbing, and Titus Welliver. It turns out that Titus Welliver and Kelsey Grammer are villains. Okay, we already knew this, but it looks like they'll be having some chase scenes in the car, vehicular chase scenes in Hong Kong, because Kelsey Grammer and Titus Welliver were seen driving a silver sedan, and Kelsey Grammer is the big bad human villain character, and Titus Welliver's character is the henchman. What else has been going on? Oh yeah, the Good Humans. The Good Humans were seen doing a foot chase along the Central District. Of course, that would involve Jack Rayner, Mark Wahlberg, Stanley Tucci, Sophie Miles, and Nicola Peltz. And they were seen carrying a Cybertronian sword. So Jack Rayner was carrying a Cybertronian sword, and then Stanley Tucci were seen in another sequence of running where they were carrying a big black bag, and it required the two of them to carry it. And what I believe is that it's probably another Cybertronian sword or another one of those Cybertronian weapon, like hand-to-hand weapon artifacts. So they're probably trying to keep it hidden from Decepticons, because I think that these artifacts are what the Decepticons need to activate the not the Autobots, but the Dinobots, and bring them to life. So that is really, really cool. They've been doing all kinds of things, from foot chases, car chases, even motorcycle chase, because what we have here is a scene where we have Stanley Tucci's character riding shotgun while a mysterious Chinese woman is driving the bike. And I think this is Li Bingbing's character, but on the bike it's Li Bingbing's stunt driver. All right, stunt double. So really, really exciting stuff. Now let's talk about vehicles, and specifically the robots. Autobots, Decepticons, who knows? But let's talk about the addition of new vehicles. They've been bringing in a lot of new vehicles. As you already know, the Transformers live action franchise has always been a feature-length toy commercial whenever the characters are in robot mode, and it's a feature-length car commercial whenever the characters are in vehicle mode. Therefore, all the big car companies want to give them cars. They want to give the production cars, the film production, these cars, some really sweet rides. In fact, even if it's not going to be an Autobot or Decepticon, even though these vehicles aren't going to transform, these car companies still want their vehicles to be showcased in this amazing film. And what we have here is we have two silver Audi S6s. We also have a Cadillac CTS, and then there's a Kawasaki motorcycle. And then what was also seen is a white Lamborghini Gallardo and also a black Ferrari F430 Spider. Now, out of all these vehicles that I've mentioned, the F430 Spider and the Gallardo are most likely going to be robots. I mean, I really don't think any of the silver sedans or the motorcycle is going to transform, because I'm sure the motorcycle is just Li Bingbing and Stanley Tucci's getaway vehicle. The Cadillac CTS will be driven by Kelsey Grammer and Titus Welliver, while the Audi S6s are probably driven by their other henchmen. So the only potential robot characters I see here are the Gallardo and the F430 Spider, because when you bring in a supercar, an exotic like a Ferrari and a Lambo, you're trying to make a statement here. Okay, you don't just bring in a supercar into a Transformers live action film and not have it transform. So I'm looking forward to who these guys are going to be, and man oh man, it's going to be really, really exciting. Now, looks like Michael Bay is going out with a bang with this franchise. And speaking of a bang, banging, a lot of bangs have been going on, and a lot of explosions. Obviously, car chases are going on, but they brought in the big guy. The big guy would be the Freightliner Argosy. And the Freightliner Argosy is accompanied by 3 Chevy Trax. You got this maroon colored one. I think there's like a white one and a black one, and they always follow along with the Freightliner Argosy. Now this is really peculiar to me, because first of all, they're 3 identical vehicles, and every time the Argosy is driving by, you always see these guys. So I'm thinking that these are a brand new line of minions, Decepticon minions, kind of like the Dreads. These guys are like the Sweeps, or like the Viacons. So they're the Viacons of Transformers Age of Extinction. Now, I'm still really curious who the Freightliner Argosy is. Now, in a previous report, I mentioned that a Chinese newspaper announced that Megatron's vehicle mode arrived in Hong Kong. Now, could that be Megatron's vehicle mode? Maybe that could be like his new form, or could it be Galvatron? Maybe that would make sense, because if the Freightliner Argosy is Galvatron, then the 3 Chevy Trax could be the Sweeps. I don't know, I'm just throwing it out there, but the Central District and the Sam Soi Bo District is an area of Hong Kong that has seen a lot of action. The Freightliner Argosy and the Chevy Trax we're seeing at the Sam Soi Bo District. They have a lot of other places to film at. Of course, on October 26th, you know they're going to be filming at the Hong Kong Legislation Building, where there's a major scene is going to be taking place. So there you have it. As for the Autobots, the main key players are back. Bumblebee, Slingshot, aka Crosshairs, Drift, Hound with a lot of bullet holes, but no sign of Optimus Prime, no sign of Dino, no sign of the Lamborghini Aventador, and also no sign of Ratchet or Leadfoot. So what the heck is going on here? Oh, and the Pagani Huayra is not there either. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to show up, or the Pagani Huayra is going to show up in China, because when they were filming in Detroit, the Pagani Huayra was also in the Detroit/China battle sequence. So we will probably see them later on. Now, who do you guys think is the white Lamborghini Gallardo, and who do you think is the black F430 Spider? Let me know in the comments section below. Also, don't forget, there is a contest going on, a major contest going on. I already mentioned all the rules on the previous video, so make sure you watch that video, because that way you can learn how you can win cool prizes like a Megatron USB stick, a War Machine Mega Bloks figure, or also a Soundwave Constructibots. All you got to do is take a photo of Optimus Prime in a really nice background, send it to me, and get as many likes as you can. You have until October 31st to send in your submission. That is the entry deadline, and watch the previous video to know how you can be a part of this amazing contest. Anyways, stay tuned for update 53, because we got a lot more stuff to talk about, because as you already know, Hong Kong, the filming in Hong Kong is going to be totally action-packed, and you don't want to be missing out on a part of that action. So stay tuned for my videos and my upcoming update, and there you have it. As always, if you enjoyed anything that you like in my as always, if you enjoyed anything that I've talked about or any of these videos, make sure you subscribe to this channel for more updates, and also hit the like button down there. Also, if you want to chat with me directly, tweet me on Twitter at Ragin Nation, and also we're chatting about Transformers Age of Extinction all the time on my Ragin Nation Facebook page, so be sure to like that Facebook page so that you can get all the discussion in for this amazing spectacle of a movie. My name is Alex Yu. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Stay tuned for update 53, which is coming pretty soon. We got a lot to talk about. Peace. Voice-over work, especially for a character like Grimlock in Transformers Age of Extinction, that probably only takes one day or maybe just a couple of hours to